Hello again, Mountaineer fans. Welcome into another edition of Coaches Getting Coffee. I'm Matt President, and today I'm joined by head coach of App State Volleyball, Sarah Rumely Noble. Coach, I know it's been a busy off-season for you. Thanks so much for spending some time with us.
Yeah, I'm always down to get coffee, so this is right up my alley.
Yeah, we're here at Vicious Biscuit, right around the corner. They've got delicious stuff, and we can't wait for ours to come out here shortly. But as we wait on our meal, let's talk about your last season, and it's your first at App State. You start with 18 wins, and you end the regular season winning 11 of your last 12 matches. What comes to mind when you just think back on the year and the growth of this team?
I think it's been really awesome that my girls have done everything we've asked. And it's pretty special when you have a team that wants to be good, that wants to work hard, and that competes really well. Different teams I've been a part of, they haven't necessarily competed hard or been tough. And there's a toughness about this crew that they love a challenge, they love to compete. We won a ton of matches in 5 sets, but I'm really proud to be their coach and get to be with them every day and proud of what they accomplished this season.
You were an All-American at Kentucky. You played overseas. We'll get to that in a moment. You had several different coaching stops as an assistant, but this is your first head coaching job. What are the challenges? What has been the experience in terms of learning a little bit more about yourself in a role where you oversee everything in this program?
You know, I think the thing that I did really well along my journey is I worked for a lot of different head coaches. And I was trying to learn and gather and take pieces from everybody so that I could feel as prepared as I could be when I stepped into this new chair. I think the thing that I enjoy the most about it is just being able to set the tone every day for the people on my staff, the people that work with my program, my players, just the support staff, and really just get to set the tone of what the program's going to be about for that day, and I take that really seriously. So there's definitely been challenges because I have to manage myself at a really high level, just in the same way that I'm trying to manage everybody else that's around me, because I want to be really good for my people so that they're freed up to do their jobs really well and compete at a high level.
I mentioned your time overseas. You played in France after your college career was over. When you think back to that experience, what memories come to mind most?
You know, it's just amazing to get to play the sport you love in a different culture and to honestly be able to say that I was a professional athlete. I think that that's one of those things that I didn't even dream up. You know, I had all of these dreams and these goals for myself, and I never even really thought that that was something that was attainable. And then I remember there was a moment when I was playing and there was a match, I was warming up before a match, and I literally was just thinking, I'm like, wow, I'm like living out any dream I've ever had plus some. It's just a really humbling experience to be able to use your giftings and get to do it in a different culture and be a part of a team with people from all different countries and different ways of life. And you know, I think it really helped grow me as a person and as a coach and as a player, and seeing volleyball done more than one way. There's no one way to play the sport, no one way to play the game, and it was just a super rewarding experience for me, and something I encourage all my athletes that still want to play, go do it. Like, go play. If you have the opportunity, you should definitely do it.
That's really cool. Bringing it back here to App State, I'm always interested in different traditions that coaches have within their program, and one thing you've brought to App is a donut tradition. If you could share what that is and where it came from.
Yeah, so at my last stop when I was the associate head coach at LSU, we work really hard at recruiting. And I just, you know, we work so hard to get these recruits, and when they say yes, I got to the point where I was like, we need to celebrate. We worked way too hard through this recruiting process. We need to celebrate, and so I said, I'm buying donuts, and we're gonna celebrate as a staff. So that's kind of how it started, and so when I took the job here at App, you know, I kind of involved my team in that. It's kind of an insider thing because we're not able to publicize the commitment, but we can post a picture of donuts and say that we're celebrating, and we tell that recruit when they commit and they tell us they want to be a Mountaineer, we tell them thank you because we're going to celebrate with some donuts tomorrow. Our team gets super excited. You know, they're sometimes asking, has so-and-so committed yet? Because we're ready to have some donuts. But I think it's a really fun tradition just to be able to celebrate the hard work that goes into recruiting any student athlete.
It's always cool to have the current players invested in the future already. One thing in addition to that was really cool this year was to see you guys debut your brand new TerraFlex court at the home center.
Yeah.
What does that surface do for the performance of your student athletes, and what does it do for recruiting as well?
Yeah, it's been a huge game changer for us in all facets. So it's the gold standard for playing surfaces in volleyball. It's a huge investment, and we're incredibly thankful to Doug Gillen and the entire athletic department for making it happen for us. But the surface, it's it's not cushy, but there's some padding layers in there that helps with your jump landings. And so it just kind of reduces some of the impact as we're jumping and landing so many times in a match, and helps our athletes' bodies. And so our ability to be able to compete on that surface just keeps us in shape a little bit longer over time, and it looks beautiful. If you haven't seen it, I'd encourage people to come out and check it out. But it's a volleyball only surface, it's black on the exterior, has Mountaineer scripted, has App State Big in the middle, and it totally changes the complexity of what a volleyball match looks like in homes, and we're super grateful to have it.
Just one more reason to come out and watch this
Absolutely.
Year. As we wrap things up here on Coaches Getting Coffee, you've been in Boone now a little bit more than a year. What is it that you've enjoyed most about this community, and what have you seen just in your time around the area?
I mean, the first thing is just the people. Everybody in the athletic department, my husband and I have gotten to know pretty well, and we enjoy going to sporting events and, being able to support the Mountaineers in any sport across all things, and getting to know people better in the community has been really rewarding, because there's some amazing people in this athletic department and in the community of Boone. We're also a little bit of foodies. We love to try new restaurants. There's a ton of great food here. We're really enjoying our time at Vicious Biscuit. My husband came on the grand opening. I was out of town recruiting. But we've enjoyed the people, we've enjoyed the food, and there's something different on the mountain. Just getting to breathe in that mountain air. I always get really excited when I come home from recruiting or from an away trip of just driving back up the mountain. You just breathe a little bit deeper and are like, okay, we're home. Life is good.
That's awesome. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Coaches Getting Coffee.
Thanks for having me.
She's Sarah Rumely Noble. I'm Matt Present. Be sure to stop by Vicious Biscuit just around the corner from campus on Blowing Rock Road. Delicious biscuit served all day long. Hope you stop in and try one for yourselves. We'll see you next time on Coaches Getting Coffee.
Five with Nader.
Yep.
And the sides of the hams over medium.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can I get anything else for you?
Looks great.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This looks amazing.
It is
What's
so
in the
good.
Mater?
Fried green tomato, pimento cheese, bacon something? Bacon jam, maybe?
Awesome.
Ham?
Just going basic, ham and egg here. Yeah, this is my first biscuit that demanded a fork and knife.
That means you did it right. Very good.